When it comes to Charlie Adelson, there are two main questions that continue to plague the people who followed the murder of Dan Markell and who watched Charlie Adelson's Hitman for Hire trial. And one is what made Charlie so arrogant as to think that he could get away with murdering his sister's ex-husband. And the second question is, will the state or the FBI eventually look into all of those rumors about where the cash Charlie had in his safe really came from? Well, tackling question number one, what made Charlie think he could get away with it? Well, the easiest answer is money, right? Charlie Adelson was making a lot of money around the time and after his ex-brother-in-law's murder. And anybody who's listened to those wiretaps, you know that Charlie thinks he's the smartest person in the room at all times. But oftentimes with money comes status. And with status, you have connections. But before we get into the Adelson family connection, let's talk about some of the things that Charlie has been allowed to get away with. As far back as Charlie's college days, he's been getting away with things. Everything from traffic incidents to cheating in dental school. Charlie was caught cheating in dental school, and he was still allowed to graduate. Let that sink in. Charlie was caught, but he wasn't tried for drug possession. In 2016, just 2 years after Dan Markell's murder. And how is it that Charlie has been getting away with all of these things, right? Well, Wendy's godfather and a friend to the Adelson family, Peter Weinstein, he was a Florida senator and a chief judge in Broward County. So it looks as though before Charlie became Wendy's fixer, Wendy was Charlie's fixer. Because according to Florida politics, Peter Weinstein is Wendy's godfather. True, he's a family friend, but he's not the godfather of all three Adelson children. Now, what about all that cash? The wiretap on Charlie Adelson revealed possible steroid use and distribution. I mean, not just use, guys, distribution. Falsifying patient dental records, insider trading, controlled substance violations. Do you all think that that's a more logical or reasonable explanation as to how Charlie accumulated so much cash versus he started saving $1 a week from the time he was a child and went on to save large amounts of cash with eating with all of these non-existent friends, in my opinion, who apparently carried a lot of cash when they went out to dinner with Charlie, and Charlie would pay the bill with a credit card and collect the cash. I think the cash probably came from insider trading, from falsifying patient records, right? Charlie probably, was into insurance fraud. Now, this is all probably and allegedly, and this information came out of Florida politics. I'm not saying that he's guilty of it. I'm saying I think he's guilty of all of it. Let's talk about one last possible connection. I don't know if it's just raw ambition, but I want to talk about the Florida state's attorney who in 2016 said that the Tallahassee police, that the probable cause affidavit that it had was based on mere speculation and that there was no evidence to back up that probable cause affidavit that Charlie Adelson participated in the murder of Dan Markell. That state's attorney is Willie Meggs. There's no proof that Willie Mays is connected to the Adelson family. But considering that Justice Weinstein has a very long history in Florida politics, I mean, the Florida Senate is pretty powerful, guys. Being the Chief Justice in Broward County is pretty powerful. I'm speculating that maybe Willie had political ambitions or just career ambitions. So you see, it starts with Charlie getting away with little traffic infractions. And before you know it, he's caught cheating in dental school. He doesn't have to pay for that. Then it escalates. Steroid distribution, possibly. Insider trading, allegedly. I think that Charlie felt protected. That he felt protected in Broward County because what Willie Miggs did in 2016 when he dismissed the Tallahassee Police Department's probable cause affidavit delayed bringing Charlie Adelson to justice for 6 years. The last question on everybody's mind is, will Charlie flip on Wendy, or will Charlie go the appellate route?